What's up, y'all? Child, I'm finna do yoga. I didn't do it yesterday, but I ain't tripping. It's more about the flow, and like showing up when, I'm called to. Cause yesterday was a whole day, and I still could have did it, but I ain't tripping, bruh. Like, at least I've been showing up type shit. I will say, like, because, in this balance of juggling all, that's what I realized editing the video for tomorrow. Like, it's definitely hard trying to juggle, mind, body, and spirit, and taking care of all of them while being in the midst of a transition and a change. And girl, it's like, it really be so much. Like, even with, like, child, my Aquarius post is going viral, bitch. It might be time to mute it. I'm the queen of muting some shit when I'm over it. But the Aquarius, my Aquarius bears always. Maybe I won't, because ain't nobody really. It's not too much Aquarius slander. It really be when the slander, like, once my tweets be reaching, like, not my audience, that's when I be muting it, because people start tripping and being rude and shit. Anyways, you got to know that you're not for everybody, and especially in my position, like, the masses they not getting it. Like, that, it's not for them. My shit ain't for everybody. Let those who have ears, let them hear, type shit. Type shit. But anyway, so just trying to balance, like, it definitely be a lot, especially in the midst of, at least for me, like, with my work, like, I'm just now starting to get a foundation going in my work. So it just feels like every day it's always something type shit. Plus showing up for myself, all the things. But I've noticed I haven't done my nails. I did want to give them a break from the gel, but I think, I'm finna, this week, probably tomorrow, I'm gonna have me a self-care day, where I only just focus on my self-care. I think today is gonna be a cleanup, reset. This little nigga peed on my shit. So, I gotta wash all my stuff. Like, but that's, to me, it's just a sign, like, bitch, you need to clean your space up, get reorganized, like, start figuring out, like, living, like, the flow of your living, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole thing for me. I don't even know if that makes sense. I don't really know if I have the words right now to articulate what I mean by that. But, like, I won't make my living space, like, I won't enhance it, like, my niggas will tell you, like, if you went to my old places, like, it was never an enhanced energy. It's so funny, because I always used to have the link ups there, but it's like, bitch, it was truly going off all of our vibes, because the vibe in the space was never on. Like, my mom always will come. Like, when I was in college, she would do my dorm room and shit. And then that would be all that it was going to be. Like, I wasn't trying to enhance it. So, now it's like, okay, bitch, you got time. Like, that's the thing that I had to keep reminding myself. Like, I got time now. I have time to do what needs to be done. I have time to do things for myself. I have time to do self-care. I have time to, sit and meditate, sit and ponder, sit and think things through. I got time now. So, I'm just in the midst of that transition. Hopefully, soon I'll be able to explain that more, but that's what it is. The hair's still giving. But yeah, so I'm in the midst, like, that's why I love when Princess Nokia, she was like, I'm a little boy. Like, I'm a post it. I'm gonna put it in here, but just
Like, that poem was fat. And I just remember writing on my thing like that. And it was just like, I came up with a song that really glorified where I'd come to about my love for myself. And then around like a year ago, I was 23, 24, come to a good point in my life where I just loved everything about myself so unapologetically, so much, so maybe too much, you know? And I just like, that was the masculinity in it, the tomboyness. Like, I can get like, I like expressing my femininity because it's rare for me. When you see me on like Instagram or anything like that, when I got that weave on and I'm looking glossy, that's not an everyday thing for me. So I savor that because that's the femininity that I've always searched for in my life that I can't do normally. It comes to certain women naturally, or it's the disposition of all they know. All I ever knew was being a messy kid. All I ever knew was wearing baggy clothes. All I ever knew was being dirty. So I'm a skater. I'm a soccer player. I ride bike. I hike. You know. So when I have the opportunity, it's like interesting when I can tap into my femininity. I'm like, this is like so spiritual and it's like unique because it's not natural for me. So I like to play with that. And I think as like a gay theater kid who like likes to play with all these realms of like identity, it's like today I'm giving femme. Today I'm giving femme realness. Today I'm giving you like girl that Drake flew in to Mexico. You know what I mean? Like I'm like the lips is plump and like it's glossy and porn and it's sexy. And I'm like, this is so interesting. This is like me, but it's not me, but it's me. And I like to play with that. I like to play with femininity. Like right now, I'm masculine, got my afro, got my regular clothes, I don't give a fuck. This is me too. This is my masculine energy. Comfortable, unbothered. And I play with it. I like to play with it back and forth. And it's a spectrum. And gender is a spectrum. Sexuality is a spectrum. We all know that. So on that spectrum, I can go from the pH scale, from 7 to 1. And depending on how I feel that day is what I want to give. And I think that's okay. Like, that's a part of the art. That's a part of, like, where I want to be in hip-hop. It's okay not to look sexy all the time. And that's, like, really hard because we're in this world of, like, looking to look perfect. And that's all I've ever wanted to do is bring that, like, balls to the wall cojones. I don't give a fuck. I can be either or. I can be both. That's androgynous. That's two-spirited. That's my gayness. That's how I seep it into hip-hop. And that's where I really, I don't have no agenda. It's just what I do.
like I'm literally a boy. I grew up around boys. Like I was always the only girl. So like I'm not naturally I'm not naturally like the feminine, like, oh, I gotta get my hair done and nails done every 2 weeks, like no questions asked type shit. Like I'm not that girl. Like I am the let's go roll in the mud, let's go, like let's go play, let's go. I don't care if I got shit on my shirt, I don't care. Like I'm that type of nigga. So now I'm like integrating, feeding my feminine energy more, so that's a beautiful thing. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all I got for right now. I just wanted to update y'all on where I'm at. I have been getting a little off course, but that comes with it. Like God be having surprises and shit for me. And it just be showing me why I need to take my rising routine and having a routine more seriously, because God is like, I got surprises for you throughout the day and you don't be on your routine. So it doesn't make the surprises I have for you like smoothly be able to come in, because you're not dressed, or you're not this, or you haven't thought through what you got to do for the day, or, so it's really just showing me like, it's only getting better. Like it's only getting better. So like start preparing for the only getting betterness of this shit. So yeah, y'all. you know. Finna do some yoga, bitch. Bye.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Center. It is day 17, and it's time to move. Let's get started.
Hey, y'all. I started trying to write this out, but it just wasn't working. Like, I just need to talk it out. I still might post what I started writing. I don't know. And then just share this. I didn't get far in my writing, but, I woke up with this feeling just like of not being satisfied, with like what I'm doing, and I knew these days would come, especially on this 111 day journey. Like every day ain't gonna be lit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers feeling you, all the things. And I'm still getting love. And that's where, you have to be content and present at where you're at now, because if you're chasing the numbers and you're chasing all the things and you're thinking about what you don't have rather than paying attention to what you do have, you start getting topsy-turvy. So God had prepared me for days like this, but as I explored deeper what it really was, it is that, I started feeling the need to put pressure on myself. And I literally said, starting this journey, I'm not putting no pressure on myself, because if I put too much pressure on myself, bitch, I'm not going to finish it, So then that led me to think about how, we're saying that January, January is a new year and da 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 da. When in all actuality, like, the new year is in Aries season, which is in March. You know what I'm saying? So we're still ending out. We are still, I say all this to say, like, we still have time, y'all. Like, take your time. Okay? Do not feel rushed. Do not feel none of that. You know what God is telling you. And that's what God keeps telling me. When like my brain starts trying to talk, it's like, stop. God told you literally bar for bar, word for word, step by step how this is going to work. You're not getting the overflow until March. And let's be fucking for real, y'all. I wouldn't be ready for the overflow right now. Let's be fucking for real. So, it really had me check myself and be grateful for the time God has given me, and I felt this the other day, and I don't know what happened. And I also feel like, I don't know, I don't know. These things are surfacing for a reason, they're surfacing so that you can explore it. Like, these feelings I'm having are surfacing so that come March, they're not still haunting me and then fucking up the motion. You don't think we have emotion? You don't think we getting money? But yeah, so rather than take it personally, rather than judge myself, rather than, I'm like, okay, what is this? Like, let's explore it. And I want to encourage y'all to have that kind of, attitude towards the things that are coming up. It's not to be judged. I could have judged myself like, bitch, you just think you're supposed to have this. You think that people are supposed to this, and a part of it was my old Instagram, like my art one. I'm just going to create a whole new one because that old one is connected to old energy, and that needs to be cut off.